Hello, beloved. Peace and blessings. I'm Jovhannah. I am a spiritual healer and guide coming to you with a reading, a general reading for August 2019. And it's looking pretty good. Now, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with you. Take what does and leave what does not. So let's get into it. July, I know for me, has been an interesting month, and a lot of people that I have talked to, there was a lot happening throughout July with the retrogrades, with the eclipse, just a lot of shifting, a lot of change, a lot of big energies and things at play. So one of the things that came up for August, we've got Judgment in reverse. And it's like you're not paying attention. You're not listening. You're not seeing the signs. You're not taking heed of whatever messages, whatever changes, whatever warnings, whatever it is within you that you've kind of been ignoring. There's something that needs to be done that we're not hearing. But the beautiful thing in that is, and I think too, this feels like confusion. So this summer, especially coming out of July with Mercury retrograde and all the other stuff that's been happening with astrologically, there can be some confusion happening in our lives. So I feel like this is the state that we're entering August in because of so many changes, so much information maybe coming to you, so many different energies directed towards you and really not knowing what to do. But the beautiful thing is I see that is coming to an end. So we've got the Ten of Swords here where there will be clarity coming through. We're going to start letting go of some of those things that we need to let go of, those old ways of thinking, the confusion, like something is definitely coming to an end. And I feel like a lot of this has to do with our mindset. Getting clear on what it is that you want. And I talk about this a lot. This comes up in a lot of my spiritual love messages, the readings that I do. It's like really getting clear on who you are. And I know in the 2019 yearly overview, the theme was creating, and magic, basically like, who do you want to be? And what is it that you want to create? And that theme has been echoing throughout every single month of this year so far. And I feel like here we're coming out of confusion and we're gaining clarity. And so that's why we've got the Ten of Swords here. She's like, all right, I'm done. I'm tired of the drama. I am going to put this stuff down. I'm going to put down these thoughts, this negativity, the things that don't make sense. And this beautiful butterfly here, like there's a change coming. So this doesn't mean anything negative per se. It means there's a change coming. The sun is coming up in the background. We're getting through the dark night of the soul, and we're letting go of the mind fuck, the mental fuckery, the old ways of seeing ourselves, the old ways of thinking about ourselves, and we're letting that go because we are more than halfway through the year now. So it's really key. And I know for me, I'm already thinking, okay, 2020, what do I need to do now to set myself up to be where I need to be, to stay on track for 2020, because I got some big plans and things that I want to do. So it's like, we've got to start eliminating the things that are not working, the people, the places, the things, the ideas, the thoughts, the behaviors, the attitudes, all of that stuff. We've got to start processing and releasing, because if not, we're going to keep repeating the same things over and over again. And if you want to see change in your life, you've got to change the things that you're doing. And so what I love about this is we've got the beautiful Eight of Swords. I love this card. I love this card because I feel that we're starting to be truthful with ourselves. We're starting to see things for what they are. And it's like, okay, I'm not stuck. I'm not, doing too bad. Like, things are not as bad as I'm making them as they seem. And so with the Eight of Swords, it's more of like what I said, it's like this letting go. It's releasing. It's setting yourself free. You're not lying to yourself. You're being honest. You can see things clearly, and you're making the conscious decision to move on, because this right here signals to me that the only thing that's holding you back is yourself. The only thing that's holding you back is yourself. And we can stay here in the past and let it bind us, or we can let that go and move on. And the beautiful thing is that I do see that happening. There's a lot of like a goddess energy feel. I think the card that I pulled for August was the Empress. And so it makes sense to see the Star card coming up here when we've got the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. There's some healing. There's some spiritual guidance that's going to be taking place that's going to help you to get out of this and really get back into this, heeding the call, taking the messages, and making some change. So for a lot of you, August will be a month of releasing, of letting go, of healing. And all of it may not be easy. There will be, you know, some trying times. But the beautiful thing in this is that you'll be better once you get to the other side. And there is help, there is support. So whether you have a friend, a therapist, a coach like myself, or a healer, someone to help you work through these things, get the support that you need so that you can get through this. Because on the other side, it's going to be very beautiful, very beautiful. And I feel like, too, for a lot of people, this is definitely, it's like a spiritual, I don't want to say awakening, but it's like you're waking up to yourself, to who you are, and you're no longer sitting there holding yourself back. So we've got the 6 of Wands, which is really beautiful. So that's really showing that all of this will work out. The 10 of Wands did come up as well. And I like, so we've got Swords and Wands. So it's like once we get through the mental madness, once we get that mental clarity, once we make a conscious decision of who you want to be, what you want to do, and where you're going, then you start moving. And it might be a lot, right? You might have a lot to do, but that's kind of coming to an end as well. So if it feels overwhelming, if it feels like too much, make sure you're just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, because you can handle this. And what I love about this 10 of Wands is that she's not really struggling. It's like she can, you know, what's the thing that people say, like, God doesn't give you something that you can't handle, or what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, that type of thing. And I feel like she's balancing this load really well. It's not overwhelming. I'm sure she's probably like, okay, yes, I would love to like put this down. Like my arm is probably tired, but it's not overwhelming. She's able to handle her load. And I feel like this processing, this healing that's taking place, it might be work for some of you if you're not used to it, but it's not going to be a forever thing. It's going to come to an end. Things are going to start moving very quickly for you. I love how these cards, when they have like the sun, this illumination around the head, the crown, it's just, it really speaks to me. And so this is victory. This is you winning. This is you, you know, stepping out into the light. This is you being supported by spirit on this beautiful cloud. Like everything is working, and like everything you need is being given to you. You're being uplifted. So definitely do the work, because at the end, what I see here is this beautiful goddess of pentacles, and she is living lavishly, and she's holding this pentacle really close to her, but not in a way where she's clutching like, oh my God, I cannot drop this, because if I do, she's holding it close to her in a very loving and a very nurturing way. And she's in this beautiful setting surrounded by beautiful roses, all this lush greenery, these beautiful grapes up here. It just speaks of value, and it speaks of abundance. And what I feel for a lot of people is this is you coming into your worth, cherishing yourself after going through a period of healing, to let go of the things that once hurt you, to let go of these old ways of thinking about yourself, seeing yourself, and valuing yourself, to really step into a more abundant mindset, a more luxurious space. This feels a lot like self-love. It feels like really being grounded and connected into who you are. and appreciating your life, gratitude, abundance, beauty, joy, bliss, all of those beautiful words. That's the energy that I am getting for August 2019. It is going to be a very, very beautiful month. And I hope that you all are able to move through whatever challenges that you're facing so that you can get to the other side and celebrate. So yes, definitely continue on this beautiful journey called life. If you need support, please head over to the spirituallovehealer.com. I do offer private readings as well as coaching and healing services to help support you on your journey to inner peace, wholeness, and love. Sending lots of love, joy, bliss, and abundance to you in the month ahead. Mwah.